everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight you're watching me on Bowdabra, and we kind of have a special guest. So behind the camera is my best friend Skylar, and she's going to be helping us record tonight. So as you come in, be sure to thank Skylar for joining us, and she's going to do a great job. I just know it. She's done lots of my lives, and she's really good at it. So here is the assortment of ribbons we're going to be using today. And the cool thing about this is that all of this came in a kit. So Bowdabra will be posting the kit link down in the comments section so you all can purchase it. Right now, Bowdabras are, sold out. They are on back order, but you still can purchase your Bowdabra and, get a kit. So look at all of the ribbons that come with it. Let me show all of it. So there's multiple different kits you guys can be purchasing. We have just strictly ribbon kits for those of you that already have your Bowdabra. We also have a Bowdabra kit. There's the mini Bowdabra kit that you can purchase as well. And, there's so many different pretty ribbons. So we're going to try to work with as many ribbons as possible today. So Bowdabra kit also comes with wire. And this is the Bowdabra wire, and this comes on a 100-yard spool, and I love it. It comes in either gold or silver, so the choice is up to you as to what color you would like. So let's get started. We're also going to create a small wreath tonight, and as you guys know, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So we can be designing for Christmas, I'd say January 1st, Skylar. You know how much I love Christmas and how much it means to me. So that it's the best time of year. I'm so excited about all of these ribbons and all of these bows we're going to create. So welcome, Penny. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to start with our large Bowdabra. And like I said, you can get this in the kit with the ribbon if you don't already have your own Bowdabra. So 100-yard spool. This is actually my I'm working on my second roll of wire, and we've created hundreds of bows in the last year or so. So these wires last a really, really long time. My biggest tip with the wire is to actually cut longer than you anticipate. The reason for that is you never know exactly how long it needs to be for whatever you're securing it to. So you're always better off having a little bit extra than not enough. So we're going to just place it directly in the middle like that. Pamela would love to win. So for those of you that, are kind of confused by that comment, what is actually happening in every single live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern is Bowdabra gives away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. So comment down below that you'd like to win. And who knows, you might be the lucky winner tonight. Every week we choose one lucky winner. And all you have to do is just comment. And stick around because in the final few minutes or so, Bowdabra does choose the winner. And it could be you. So it looks like we got an assortment. I think we got 4 buffalo plaids, buffalo checks. Oh, we got more than 4. We got these 2. And these kits are very, very economical. Comes with the Bowdabra, like I said, if you want. If you already have one, no worries. You can get your ribbons individually. So let's do a quick little showcase. Hi, Janice, watching from Maryville, Missouri. All right, so I do see the pinned comment down below that you guys can purchase your kits from. But right now, we'll just take all of the plastic off. This is my first time kind of dealing with all of these ribbons. I always like to do things with you guys on camera. That way you kind of experience it like I do. Looks like we have a beautiful burlap ribbon as well. That would be fabulous. Ribbon makes my day. Awesome. So like I said, you might be the lucky winner. We never know up until, the final few minutes. Okay. I think they're all out of their packaging now. So this is the only one that I believe is non-wired. I saw this first and I thought it was beautiful. And even though it's not wired, we still can make a very pretty bow with that. So many of you guys have been asking about non-wired bows. And tonight is going to be the night we're going to show you how to do that. So we also have this 2.5-inch burlap. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2.5-inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1.5-inch. 1 4-inch. And then 1 non-wired one as well. So this is quite the assortment. So now let's get back to our Bowdabra. What did I do with my Bowdabra? Skylar's laughing at me right now, you guys. Here it is. We can't design without this. So this again is the large Bowdabra. And what ribbon should we do first? Should we do the non-wired? Let's do that, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So the nice thing about non-wired ribbon in general, I deal with non-wired velvet, is that in the wind, if you have it outdoors, it kind of flows nicely, whereas wired velvet or wired ribbon in general just doesn't have that nice flow to it. So this should make for a very nice bow. We're going to cut our tails, I'd say rather long, make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
So hands up if Skylar's doing a great job. I know she certainly is. I can see on my screen right now. First time viewing, would love to win. Well, welcome, Shelly. Judy says, please pick me. All right, so see how nice those tails are? And if you guys hear some crazy noise outside, it's like a full-blown hurricane out there. The wind is crazy. It's pouring out. We're having some crazy weather tonight. Lots of power outages around us and kind of surrounding states too. So hopefully we don't lose power in the middle of this video. So we're going to just take this ribbon, and we're going to do a traditional bow for this. We're going to create one loop. And earlier tonight too, you guys, Skylar made her very first bow. Right? Well, that was your first bow, right?
Yeah, I've never made one before.
And she did excellent. I was so
you.
surprised by it. Clearly, she watches lots of my videos. She made one great bow, and it looked really nice. So we're going to add some more loops. What I'm doing with this is I'm taking it, and I see almost 400 of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Kathy's first time. Thank you, Kathy. I am Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and we are using the Bowdabra today. So we're going to pinch, twist it, or what do I say, Skylar? Reverse it. I say reverse it. And there's your third or fourth loop. And always keep in mind, the more loops you have, the more full your bow is going to be. And you might not always want a super full bow. I know sometimes I like my bows to be a little bit, less full. That way I can come back in with some greenery and some decorative picks and whatnot to kind of spruce it up a little bit more. Come back in with another loop. And we'll do a handful of them because I want this bow to be really nice. Who would thought you would hear thunder and see lightning in November? I'm in Pennsylvania. Exactly, Cynthia. So it's crazy out right now. Darlene says, way to go, Skylar. I think she's doing a great job.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all for sharing and, showing this video some love. And if you guys enjoy our videos every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern here on Bowdabra, definitely let us know. It lets us know that you like them, want to see lots of more videos, different styles and whatnot. Lots of you have been asking about non-wired velvet, not velvet. Why do I keep saying velvet? I think I keep saying velvet, you guys, is because, no joke, 45 minutes ago I made 100 velvet bows. So I'm just, stuck on, I'm going to have velvet, dreams tonight. It's crazy the amount of bows we made today. All right, that should be enough. I don't want to go over, you know what? We'll do one more. Why not do one more? All right, so our final loop, snip it off, place it into our Bowdabra. I like to compress my ribbons with my hand, but Bowdabra does come with a wand. These are scissors, and I say that in every single video, but it kind of shows you exactly what the wand looks like. It just slides in between and kind of compresses your ribbon. Now we can take our wire, bring it from one side to the other, and pull it really tight. Create a knot. Hi, Nick, just got in, so don't know who's filming. Welcome, Jan. So it's actually my best friend of all time, Skylar. So let's all give Skylar a warm welcome for her debut here on Bowdabra. All right, so now we're going to pull some of these pieces of wire together, create several knots. I don't, stop at just one. I like to give it 2 or 3 knots just to really ensure that my bow's not going anywhere. Bowdabra picked the right person to demonstrate their product. Love my Bowdabra. Well, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. I've been using Bowdabra for years, especially at times like these when, you have lots and lots of bows to make. And if you have arthritis, carpal tunnel, or you just can't hold ribbons in your hands that long, Bowdabra is the perfect alternative to handmade bows because, it does all the work for you. It holds everything in place. You don't have to sit there and hold everything. So for a non-wired bow, I almost said velvet again, Skylar. Almost said velvet again. This is what you can come up with. So that looks like a wired bow, doesn't it?
It does.
With wire in it, but it's not. So again, with the wind, well, right now, I think these would literally be everywhere. But if you have a subtle breeze, not like the one we're having tonight, these would look really nice kind of flowing in the wind. So that's kind of a nice alternative to a wired bow. So give some love if you guys like this bow. I think this would look great on a lamppost too outside, those lampposts that we saw the other night.
Definitely.
Yes, lampposts. That would be the perfect bow for it. So now look at this ribbon. How pretty is that? I really like this one. So we're going to use this. We're going to create, let's do a funky bow this time. What do you think? Might as well? Let's do that.
Why not?
Lots of love coming our way. Will you make a funky bow? Yes. You read my mind. That's what we're going to do next. Cut off another length of wire. Like I said, I like to cut it longer than I anticipate just because I'm never 100% sure where I want to be adding it.
We have a question about what type of wire you use.
So this is Bowdabra wire, and it comes on a 100-yard spool, red or silver, gold or silver, so your choice of color, and it really holds nicely. So everything else is wired, it looks like. I'm not sure we'll get to all of the rolls tonight, but you do get a lot of rolls in these kits, you guys. And like I said, the link is pinned in the comments section for those of you interested in it. Wow, that's really pretty. Isn't that? With those little snowflakes and the little white dots.
Love that.
I like that too. So we're going to do a funky bow with this. We're going to create some loops, create some tails. Clean up my workstation a little bit. All right, so we're going to pinch, create a loop, create some tails. And let's do this one relatively uniform. So for funky bows, I like them to be all different lengths. The tails, for that matter. The loop size, I like them to be a little bit consistent. But this one, let's try to make it as kind of perfect as possible. And this is a great bow for presents. So if I could pick one bow forever for presents, it's this bow. It's foolproof, it looks great, and you can use up your scraps. So if you only have a little bit of ribbon left over, put it to use in a bow like this, because it looks great. Not where it's currently standing right now. We got to add some more loops, but it will look great. I see almost 500 of you guys. If you haven't yet commented you'd like to win a free roll of ribbon, definitely do so. We will be drawing one lucky winner in the final 5 or so minutes of this video. So we're coming back in with another layer. And we'll just continue doing lots and lots of these loops. This ribbon's really pretty and has a great hold. See the wire on that? So Skylar's kind of a ribbon connoisseur now after making her very first bow of the night. Well, forever, actually. You've never made one before. So she knows good quality ribbon by now. And this is definitely great quality. Even this 1.5 inch non-wired, I mean, it's great. Really great ribbon. All right, so we're going to create more loops. Let's do one more. This should be it. We don't need to go overboard. So let's finish it off with one more loop. I see almost 600 of you all now. Again, if you don't mind dropping a comment, letting us know if you enjoy these videos and would like to see lots and lots more of them, I would greatly appreciate it. It's honestly the biggest motivator, and one of my goals that I've set for this year is to have as many people learn the art of bow making as possible. So we constantly have new people, joining us, so I'm never going to be able to have everybody, but I want to have as many people learn how to make a bow as possible. Now we can tie it off. More bow videos, says Amanda. You got it. Where do you get your ribbon? So Sandy, we have the link pinned in the comment section for those of you interested. This is a very reasonably priced kit of ribbon that you guys can purchase. And like I said, the pinned comment down below is where you guys can get it. So now what we're doing is just dovetailing. Dovetailing is very important. Always love seeing Nick making bows or wreaths. Well, thank you, Donna. Wow, look at how much love's coming our way from Chicopee, Mass. Thank you guys. You guys have changed my world in ways I can't even describe. All right, so we're done with this side. Now we'll just quickly dovetail the other side. And I see that we broke over 600. Thank you all. So Skylar, my question, actually we can ask everybody this too, but I'm intrigued as to what your response would be. Which one of these ribbons is your favorite?
I really like the dots on the unwired one.
Do you? I do too. It's
very...
look at that bow, you guys. Isn't that kind of surprising for non-wired?
Yeah.
So if you have, I don't recommend getting all of your ribbons non-wired, but it's really nice practice to get one in a kit like this, because if you've never worked with it before, and if you're ever in kind of a pickle where you need to work with non-wired ribbon, you kind of know how now. So with this bow, we're going to fluff it real quick and show you guys how to make that look pretty. I see almost 650. All right, so just fluff. We don't have too many loops or tails on this, and it's still going to be beautiful. Straighten those ribbon tails out, get any creases or kinks out. And that looks great. What do you think?
I really like this one.
Imagine giving this as a gift with a bow on top like that. That looks like a great gift, doesn't it, Skylar?
It does.
So, with your Bowdabra, you can decorate your presents too, you guys, and Christmas is coming up. Actually, look at the box. It has presents all over it. See? They're onto something there. So
we have some questions if you can get these ribbons individually or if it's just in the kit.
I believe right now it's just in the kit. I could be mistaken, but if you are interested in the kit without the Bowdabra, if you go to the link down below too, you can find those. And feel it. Can you feel the texture of this?
Oh, wow.
It's like a flannel.
It is.
This is literally like my entire fall and Christmas wardrobe right here. So we're going to cut another length of wire. I finally have a chance to watch you do this live. Well, thank you for tuning in, Tina. I'm glad you made it. We're just creating some beautiful bows tonight. So yes, there are 3 different kits available. Like I said, one do not have the Bowdabra, then you just have, you know, the regular ribbon kit. You have one with the Bowdabra, and you also have a mini Bowdabra kit as well. And you can purchase all 3 with that pinned link. So if you want kind of to do hair bows or kind of smaller bows for smaller wreaths or swags or, you know, you name it, whatever you're creating your bow for, you can do that. So for this bow, we are going to be doing a couple longer tails. So this is going to be a funky bow, but this is going to be the one we're adding into the wreath. So we'll cut a length of tails about, I'd say 20 inches on either side. We'll place that into our Bowdabra. I already placed one loop in because I forgot what I was doing, but that's not going to make a difference at all. We'll just continue on with more loops. This is probably one of my favorite prints this year. So I know buffalo plaid, people either love it or they hate it. I'm a huge fan of it, especially the white and black, because I think it's, you know, universal for year-round use. The red and black's a little bit more Christmassy to me, but this one we've used for fall. We've used it for kind of summer with sunflowers. I think that's the perfect ribbon with sunflowers. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. So let's create a few more loops. I like the black and white one too. Exactly, Judy. Judy knows what's up. All right, a couple more loops, then we can add this pretty bow to our wreath, add a few decorative picks, and then come back in with even more bows. Tonight's the night of the bows, so we're going to create lots and lots of them using all of these pretty ribbons. I'm excited. I haven't worked with any of these before. All right, let's do one more. One more for good measure. That might be a little... that's good. Okay. That's it for me. I don't need any more loops in it. So let's see if we can break 700 of it. 700 of you guys, if you don't mind giving this video a like and a share. All right, so I tied it off. Now we're going to create a little slip knot. I think that's what this is called. Actually, I have no idea.
I have no idea
I don't know
either.
my knots. I know lots of people know all of these different types of knots. I just tie it together. What do you get? What kind of knot is this, you guys? For those of you that might know. I mean, I did do Boy Scouts, but I think I lasted like 1 year before I quit. So I kind of missed the whole demo on the knots and stuff. Hey, Nick, coming in from Augusta, Georgia. Do you usually keep your bows at 5 inches or so? So I kind of do. That's an overhand knot. Well, thank you, Christine. I called it a slip knot, but I think a slip knot is something that kind of falls apart, right? Something that slips out.
So.
So I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, I usually keep them around 5 inches or so. For those of you that have been following Nick's Seasonal Decor for a while, you guys know that I, kind of have my ways and do things kind of, repetitive. Occasionally we, kind of stray outside of those lines, but 5 to 6 inch loops usually create the perfect size bows for most projects, including wreaths, swags, garlands. Anything larger than that, you might just want to, kind of test it before doing it. So just dovetailing those tails real quick. I see we're almost at 700, so thank you all. And let us know what you did today. So we made the rest of our kits this morning. We finished most of those kits up. We shipped lots of wreaths out. We made 100 bows, and here we are making even more bows tonight. So hopefully you all had a productive day, and if you didn't, well, I hope you had a nice night just enjoying it. I can't wait for one of those nights relatively soon where I can just sit back, maybe watch a Hallmark Christmas movie, and drink some cocoa. How does cocoa sound, Skylar? Do you like cocoa?
I do.
You do?
Sounds good. Haven't had it in a long
I
time.
haven't had it since I was like, I don't know, 14, 15. So maybe tonight's the night. So now we're going to take our bow, and we're going to work this on an 14-inch grapevine. And I have 2 sizes in my kind of supply haul, if you will. 14-inch and 18-inch. And actually, right before we came live, my dad opened the door to that storm, and it looks like we got like 150 grapevines in stock that my dad and sister had to put away tonight. So that was probably no fun in the rain. And my dad said all week, I hope we don't get the rain when the boxes come in. And that's exactly what happened. So that's okay, though. So we're just going to tie our bow in place. I can't imagine you watching a Hallmark movie. Yeah, so Judy, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe. It'd be nice to just sit down and relax for a little bit. Probably start a Hallmark movie and then end with some scary movie or something. We'll see where the night goes, but just going to fluff our bow out now. Nice and pretty. Man, I'm late. Was eating chicken and dumplings. I just finished making... Ooh, Melanie, that sounds so good. Sounds so, so good. I could go for like biscuits and gravy too.
Yeah,
Doesn't
nice
that sound
warm
good?
meal with
Ooh,
all
yes.
the cold and wind.
Yeah, it's freezing out. But Maybe we'll have that tonight, Skylar. Oh, Dad's getting Chinese food, actually. We'll have Chinese food. We'll have chicken and dumplings another night. All right. Isn't that pretty?
Very.
So we just secured that. Now what we're going to do is just come back in with a few simple picks. For those of you that have been watching me on my page for a while, you guys know that my philosophy has always been less is more. I don't like to overdo things. Look at those picks. So the little kind of beads pop off, but that's okay. We don't need every single one of them. Now what we'll do is we'll just snip them off. These came from Joann's, and I don't go to Joann's too frequently, but every now and then we make our way there. Actually, you were with me, Skylar, when we went to Joann's.
I was.
Skylar's kind of my shopping buddy. She loves to shop.
I do.
And when I'm with her, I spend crazy amounts of money at craft stores. So, I mean, that's okay. We needed the supplies anyway. So we're going to work in some of these kind of surrounding our bow. I saw a lady that used dental floss to tie things off. She said it will never rust or erode. Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried that. The thing about that is that it's kind of sharp. You know, when you tug on it, it's kind of sharp. And it might kind of tear your ribbon or kind of pull through or whatever. I'm not sure how long that would last, but the Bowdabra wire works really, really nicely. It got chilly here in Texas. Well, for us, it was 40. So, Melanie, the funny thing about Texas is my very first trip to Texas was in January of, was it 2 years ago now? It had to have been 2 years ago. And it was like 45, 50 degrees here in Massachusetts. And we kind of brought shorts and like t-shirts to Texas thinking, you know, when you go to Texas, it's going to be warm, even in January. And it was like, I think it was like one of the coldest days you guys have had in a long, long time. It was like, I think like 20 degrees, 25 degrees max.
Ooh.
So imagine we're like rolling up, getting off the plane in Texas, first time ever being there, only to show up being absolutely frozen, waiting for your bus to kind of take you to the, what is it called? The car rental service?
Yeah,
place?
rental cars.
So that's what happened the first time I went, which is kind of funny. But let's just work in a few more of these pieces.
Paula says lower 20s here in Chicago. We were just talking about Chicago earlier.
We were talking about Chicago and how we would love to visit. So me and Skylar are definitely like love to travel. We were going to be in Nashville for her birthday this year, but of course, you know, with everything happening, we didn't make our way there. But we are a huge fans of traveling. We love to travel. All right, so see what I did? I just broke it apart, and I'm going to place a few pieces in my bow. You guys know how we like to make these bows here. We like to tuck in things. So I'm just pulling them off, ripping them right off, if I can. There we go.
Giovanna says, hi from Sicily. Can we come visit you, Giovanna?
Oh, Giovanna, I would love to come visit. Let us come stay with you for a little while. Yeah, we got to make our way to Italy. We got so many places on our kind of, what is it? Not bucket list.
Yeah,
to-do
travel list.
Our travel list. Places where we want to go and see. All right, you guys, that is it for this bow. I don't want to overcomplicate it. But again, if you haven't commented yet, you'd like to win a free roll of ribbon, definitely do so because we will be drawing the winner in just a few short minutes. So definitely comment. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Just working in a little bit of ribbon and a few decorative picks. And I think that makes a great gift, something you can kind of throw together really quickly. And that's something that's pretty. So let's create another bow with our Bowdabra. Cut another length of our wire. I'd like to win, sprinkled. Thank you, guys. All right, which one should we do next? Should we do this one?
Yeah.
Let's do this one. This one's pretty. This one has little Christmas trees on it. Cut the plastic off. Don't tell Yaya. She hates when I cut the plastic off. She always likes to save it for other projects. So again, another wide ribbon. That one's really pretty. It's got its little Christmas trees on it. Hi from Southern Maryland. Beautiful, looks so easy. It is easy, Laura. Beautiful from Washington State. I love these Monday Bowdabra tutorials. Thank you, Sharon. What should we do with this? What I think would be pretty is just to do a bunch of loops. That way the trees are all facing down. So let's do that, you guys. We're just going to cut a couple lengths of it. And place them into our Bowdabra, all facing the same way. So maybe this is going to be the bow. I'll show you guys on my door handle. Because, Skylar, you have closet doors. You have doors in your house that you don't really open, right?
Right.
So you can have things on it. And I think this would be kind of nice to have instead of kind of like jingle bells. You know, people put like jingle bells on their door. They have like the little hanger. I'll show you what I'm talking about. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. You guys might know what I'm talking about. You know, they sell them at like Michael's and Walmart. It's like a ring, and then they have like 3 jingle bells in case somebody opens the door.
Oh, I do know what you're talking
about. Thank gosh you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we'll have this on my doorknob, door handle, I guess. It's kind of a door handle inside of the house, but do one more. So not every bow has to be super complicated, you guys. You know, sometimes less is more. Sometimes simplicity is more. All right, so we'll just take 3 of those. Take our wire from one side to the other. Create a knot. I want to win, Nick. Awesome. Love following your ideas. You do an awesome job creating crafts. Thank you, guys. You guys are hyping me up tonight. I feel so good. All right, so Stephanie has the small Bowdabra. So Stephanie, they also have a kit for Bowdabra with the small Bowdabra and some ribbons for that as well. I'm not sure if you can purchase the kit, purchase the ribbons individually, but if so, you know, that's always a good idea too. And for those of you interested in these ribbons we're using tonight, you can get them all in the pinned comment in the comments section. So definitely check that out. You don't want to miss out on these kits. I think there's only I don't think there's any left actually, but if you want to, you know, be placed since they're on back order and kind of want to get yours as soon as possible, definitely order it before, you know, there's way too many orders. But look at that. Imagine having that on your doorknob or door handle. You're not going to want to place this on your front door though, because how are you going to open the door? So like I said, we all have those kind of doors, closet doors that we never open and very rarely go into. And this should be some kind of something nice. You can curl those tails, just rolling them up. Something very simple. I see almost 700 of you guys. Thank you. So that's, again, a very simple bow. So the winner is April Green. So congratulations, April. You just won yourself a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. So message Bowdabra, and they will be happy to send the color of your choice, whether it be red, gold, or silver. I'm on a silver kick, so I would probably choose silver, but my heart is always going to be with red anyway. So look at this. That's a pretty ribbon too. We'll do one more bow. How much time have we got? We've got 3 minutes left. We'll crank out one more bow because I want to do as many as we possibly can with you guys. So for this one, we're just going to snip another length of wire, place it into our large Bowdabra. I started making wreaths since I started watching you. I'm surprising myself. Awesome, Chris. I get so many compliments on my bows, so I always send them your way. Well, thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. The first thing we're going to need to do is cut our tail. So I see the ribbons pieced together here. That happens with pretty much every roll of ribbon. You know, it's okay. Things happen. So we're going to just take it. I'm going to place the pieced part together right in the middle of my Bowdabra. I'm going to just trim this up a little bit. We don't need the full length of that. We can actually save that for our little button loop if we wanted to. That's what we'll do. We'll save that. Now we'll create the remaining part of our bow. So we're going to take our ribbon, place it inside. I like to rotate my Bowdabra as I'm working in ribbon. So again, hands up if Skylar did a great job recording tonight. I think she did a wonderful job. She was a little bit nervous, but I think you did great. So
thank you.
Let's all show Skylar some love. Recording is no easy job. So we'll do 3 loops of this on either side. Actually, we can just do 2. Let's do 2. And then we'll do our button loop. So we could actually add a button loop right now, but I don't like to waste any of my ribbons, so we'll just take this that we cut off because it was too long, because it was pieced together. We'll take that, and we'll place it inside of our Bowdabra. Compress, take our wire, bring it from one side to the other. Laura loves Skylar. Well, thank you, Laura. I do as well. I can't rotate my Bowdabra. Let's see, I just missed that comment. Because one is very loose, so I'm not sure what that comment means, but I just like to rotate it. Like I said, every tool that you have in your shop, you're going to have to get it accustomed to your hands. That's the word that's the word I've been looking for literally months, Skylar.
What word?
Accustomed.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. That's the perfect word. You know, every tool, you're going to have to kind of get it used to your own hands and kind of manipulate it for your own hands and, you know, figure it out. So I like to rotate my Bowdabra, but you certainly don't have to. You can rotate your hands. We can pull our tails forward. And this is going to be the most traditional bow you'll see for sale everywhere. So these are like the 99-cent to $3 bows where it just has 4 loops and then one, what I like to call button loop right in the middle. And you, like I said, you'll see them everywhere. Have you seen those bows before? Like at CVS and Walmart and all of those stores. So we made our own for a fraction of the cost. So hands up if you loved that. Let's do a quick little recap. We have this bow. We created this bow. This one's probably my favorite of the night. I love that one. We created kind of our little door stopper handle thing, which I'll show you guys pictures of. It'll look cute, I promise. We created a wreath tonight with just a little bit of greenery and some 1.5-inch flannel buffalo plaid that comes in the kit as well. And lastly, the first bow we made tonight is a traditional non-wired, not velvet, just non-wired ribbon. And that one's really pretty as well. So this one's really, I like this one too. So again, we all have ribbons that we purchased that aren't wired. You can put them to use, or you can get this one, because this is actually a non-wired ribbon I'd recommend. So all of these ribbons that you saw tonight, we didn't even get through half of them. We still have so many more left, which we'll use next week. But all of them you can get in the comments section. It's pinned down below for those of you interested. The kits are very reasonable. You can order it with with a Bowdabra if you don't have one. You can order it without a Bowdabra in case you already have one. So it's kind of customizable. So I want to thank Bowdabra tonight for having me as a guest. I enjoy spending time with you guys each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, go ahead and get your kits and let me know what your favorite bow of the night was. My favorite was definitely this one. I like this one the most. How about you, Skylar?
I like the one on the wreath.
Skylar likes the buffalo plaid. You like the texture of that one. That's
I did.
Why. So thank you guys, and I'll see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everyone.
Bye.